How's it going, everybody? It's Prod here. Welcome back to another Q&A video. Of course, like always, if you have your own questions for these, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. It's been a while since I've done one, so let's go ahead and jump right into it with the first question, which is related to the arena in Dark Souls 3. And it asks, if the second DLC follows the trend with the boss room arenas, which boss room would you most like to see remade into the arena? Now, of course, we are talking about just exclusively Dark Souls 3 bosses. I really doubt that they would go to like a Dark Souls 1 boss room. That would be fucking awesome. But we'll just keep it exclusive to Dark Souls 3 for now. There's definitely a couple that are awesome. There's not all of them that are amazing. You know, there are some. I mean, obviously, of course, it would be remade to look completely different. Like in the arena now, we have the Soul of Cinder boss room basically, and it's definitely remade to look completely different. I'd say a lot worse than the actual boss room. Like, it looks cool and all, but I definitely think that they should have kept a lot more of the actual boss room in it. I think it would look a lot better. But there's definitely a couple ones that I think would be fucking awesome. The old Demon King's boss room with all the demons lying around. If they leave the demons in there and just probably make it smaller, that would be really cool, because that's a pretty huge boss room. Obviously, one that people have wanted to see basically since they made this one, the Abyss Watcher's boss room. I feel like that one is a pretty good size. That one's smaller than the one that we have now. And I feel like it would be pretty easy for them to just put that in there, you know, with all the dead Abyss Watchers all over the boss room. And it's pretty fucking awesome. It's one of the coolest boss rooms in the game for sure. And then you have newer ones like the Grave Tender from the DLC boss, the one with the big wolf. I think that's a really fucking cool boss room. It looks pretty amazing just on its own. I don't know how it would be because, you know, it is pretty huge. They would obviously have to make it smaller, but that is, of course, if we're actually going to be getting a boss room for arena this time around. I don't even know if we're going to be getting an arena map. The DLC is like a month away and we haven't gotten anything about, you know, like maybe a new PvP trailer or anything like that, which is a little bit worrying, because I really hope they do something with the arena and they continue updating it, maybe add a new game type. I would love to see a couple of new maps, but I feel like if they do end up adding them, which I do think they will, it's going to be like one map, maybe two. And I definitely think that if they wanted people to play for a good while longer, they should definitely put like 4 in there, you know, just go crazy in the end. And I feel like people would be okay with them just barely remodeling some of the boss rooms that we have now into the arena, because there's some that are really fucking cool. And I would definitely love to hear which are some of the boss rooms that you would love to see in the arena. But I'd probably say that those are some of my favorites, you know, along with like the Nameless King's boss room. But I guess let's just hope, man. I would love to see a system where they completely change it up, where, let's just say for after a while, in the Demon King boss room, if you don't finish the game in like the 3 minutes and you're like 2.5 minutes in, instead of getting like a 30-second warning, the actual boss room like starts to set off traps. You know, for example, in the old Demon King, he shoots like this fire circle and it kind of closes in on you. I would love to see something like that. But obviously, I think that's, you know, just too cool to think about, and that's not even close to what anything we're gonna get. So we'll leave it at, I hope we get a fucking boss room in the arena. Another quick one referring to the Ringed City, which is the second and final DLC for Dark Souls 3. We'll be doing a playthrough on it, and I have gotten a few questions about this, and yeah, I will be doing a playthrough on it. I did a playthrough on Dark Souls 3, did a playthrough on the first DLC, which people really seem to enjoy. Gonna be bringing the Kid Snatcher back at a hiatus to play that DLC, and I honestly cannot wait. It's gonna be freaking awesome. A couple weeks back, there was some new footage that came out. A couple of people did get invited to go play the Ringed City, and they uploaded some footage. Like, I think Vadi uploaded like the first half hour, like everything leading up to the first boss fight or something like that. And I decided to stay away from that just because I knew that if I watched that, that was probably going to spoil a bunch of like the beginning areas of the DLC and all these surprises. Not to say that I didn't watch any, I definitely skimmed through like the first 5 minutes, and then I saw something that I'm just like, you know what? I think I would have wanted to see that just live with my genuine reaction to something crazy happening. So unless it's something relating to PvP, I'll most likely stay away from like new trailers and stuff like that, which hopefully if we do get something related to Arena, we'll hopefully get a trailer, and of course I'll be making a video on that. Next up, we got a question for Nioh, which is which new weapon types would you most want to see in Nioh? And of course that is related to the first DLC, because we did get confirmation that we're going to be getting some new weapon types in the second DLC. In the video that I made talking about that, I talked about the scythe, that I think it would be fucking awesome to have some type of scythe weapon type. But then after making that video, I just kind of thought of a bunch, and I was like, man, some of these would be fucking awesome. For example, fist weapons. Like, imagine getting some type of demon fist weapon in Nioh. How cool would that be? I definitely think it would be awesome to have the fist weapons, but then also have them work with armor pieces that help out bare fist attacks. Like if we get some type of cestus weapon that's basically, you know, like a piece of iron on your bare fist or something like that, and actually does stack with that, and have them actually be pretty good. I would love to see some type of fist weapons. One thing that I saw somebody put that I also thought of myself, which is fucking nunchucks, dude. Like, we already have the Kusarigamas, and I feel like they could be very similar to the Kusarigamas. They could even reuse some of the moves from the Kusarigama and then just have some of their own unique stuff. I think it would be pretty cool. But I definitely think that we're going to be seeing some awesome new weapon types, and I feel like they've definitely opened it up. We barely have any actual swords. Like, we have a broadsword that we get like in the beginning, and being about halfway through the game, we haven't really gotten any bigger swords like that. Like, I would love to see some big great swords, some big ultra great swords, and I definitely think we're going to be seeing some of those when the actual DLC comes out. And while we're on the topic of Nioh, I have gotten asked a bunch of times, will I be uploading any PvP content for Nioh? Which, in case you guys don't know, that did get announced. It's going to be coming out late April, I think. That's when the update is going to be released. Free update that will bring PvP to Nioh, which I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be some type of arena system. One way that I'm thinking that they could do it is some type of revenant system. Similar to the way we have summoning signs in Dark Souls, they could probably do the same with revenant graves. You know, some type of password system. Put it down in a certain spot, summon your buddy, fight his ass. But I definitely think what we're going to see out of PvP in Nioh is going to be some type of arena system. And I'm excited to see how PvP is going to be in that game. I don't know if it's going to be any good, because fighting revenants in Nioh is basically, for me, just take out a big heavy weapon like an axe or a hammer and just swing away and try to break their guard and make them use up all their stamina and then grapple them. So I don't know if that's how PvP is actually going to be when the update comes out. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's a little bit more in-depth. I guess we'll have to wait and see in a couple months. But I will definitely be uploading some PvP, and as long as it is good, I will continue to upload it. But either way, guys, I think that's about it for today for this Q&A video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, of course, a like goes a long way and is really appreciated. If you have any of your own questions you would like to ask me, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. It doesn't really have to be about Nioh or For Honor or Dark Souls. You could ask about other games. You could ask personal stuff as well. I, you know, won't answer too personal shit like, yeah, in third grade I shit in my teacher's face. That didn't happen. At least not yet. I'm only in second grade. What a weird place to go at the end. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace, everybody.